Welcome back to GotWire. I'm Adam. Instead of using TeamViewer or AnyDesk, I decided to host my own remote desktop server and my rack at the data center. RustDesk is a program that lets you remotely control your computer, either through RustDesk servers or you can make your own. And this isn't going to be a step-by-step tutorial. It's just going to show you what I did and how I got it working. If you want a step-by-step tutorial, Network Chuck has some pretty cool videos talking about RustDesk. I'll link his channel down in the description. That's actually how I found out about this, was Network Chuck. The reason why I decided to host my own RustDesk server is for control. I'm not relying on somebody else's computer. It's my own server under my control, and everything I do routes through my own equipment. And plus it's cool. And compared to something like AnyDesk or TeamViewer, there's no monthly fees for all the features. So I'm gonna switch you over to my laptop here and show you guys exactly what I did and how I'm running it and using it. So the first thing I did was I went to RustDesk's website. I just Google searched RustDesk, and then I clicked on download here up at the top. And then here is everything you can download and install it on. In this case, this is my Windows part of my laptop. I do have Linux. I'm dual booted, but in this case, I'm just gonna use Windows. So you click on one of these and it immediately downloads. And then here is my RustDesk client on my PC. And then if you hit the little pencil here, you can get into your settings. And if you hit network, ID relay server, this is where you put everything to connect it to your server that you spin up yourself. Now in my case, it says remote.gotwirellc.com. I do have that domain. I just went ahead and went in and added an A record and pointed it to the WAN IP of where I have my RustDesk server running, which is in my quarter rack at the data center. But you guys don't have to get that fancy. You can just type in your WAN IP of wherever you have your server running. So this is my Proxmox server running on one of my servers in the quarter rack at the data center. I went ahead and spun up a container because it's lighter weight and this doesn't need a whole lot of power. And I just named it RustDesk 50 because I created a VLAN for it. So that way it's completely segregated from my whole network, because you do have to open up a few ports to get the server to work. And as you can see here, I had to open up 6 ports to get this RustDesk server to work. But since I made a VLAN, I set up firewall rules. So all this VLAN can talk to is the internet. I have it blocked to anything else on my network. So that way it's completely segregated. If somebody was to get in through one of those ports, all they would see is my RustDesk server. So it's very important, if you guys do this yourself and you do the opening up port route, make sure you put it in its own VLAN segregated. That way you have more security, and if anybody gets in, they can't move as much through your network. Because anytime you expose something to the internet, somebody's gonna poke at it and see what they can get away with. But I went ahead and made that VLAN in pfSense. I turned on the DHCP server, so that way when I spun up this container, I'm just using Ubuntu 22.04 in that container, and then I just installed RustDesk on it. It was literally like 2 commands. I was following a tutorial. I'll try to link that tutorial down below in the description for you guys. So if you wanted to install it, you could follow that. But once I got RustDesk up and running, I hit IPA. I found out what IP it got, and then I went into pfSense and I set a DHCP reservation. So I always got 10.4.50.4. That way my port forwarding and pfSense will always go to that IP, and that way it will never change. So make sure if you do spin up a container or a VM, make sure you set it a static IP or a DHCP reservation, like in my case here. So once you get your server up and running, like I said, you hit the pencil icon on your clients, and then you go to network, you have to unlock it, and then you click on ID relay server. And then like I showed earlier, you fill in all your info, basically just your WAN IP. The second to last one is HTTP, and then your WAN IP, HTTP:// your WAN IP. And then once you hit save, down here in the bottom left, it'll say ready if it connects successfully. And there's 2 ways you can connect to a computer in RustDesk. You can do it locally if they're both on the same network. That's what this one here is on the right. If I connect to this is connected to my gaming PC right next to me locally. It's not running through my server, it's just doing it internally. And then this other one here, connecting to it using your ID, you can set a one-time password like what I did, and then you can also turn on 2-factor authentication for extra security. So if I click on this is running through my RustDesk server because I'm actually using the ID. And here's the RustDesk server. I typed in this command ssh-tmp, whatever that line is, grep 2116. I got it from the tutorial that I'll have linked down below in the description. And as you can see here, this is my connection running through my server, FFF 10.4.50.4, that's the server, and then the port 2116, and then this over here, FFF colon, that has my WAN IP, so that's why I have it covered up, and then colon 46088. So this is the connection that I'm currently using from my laptop to my main gaming PC. So you can actually see all your active connections on your server. And I am literally controlling my computer next to me using this RustDesk server, and it's all using my own computer, my own hardware. I have full control, which I think is really cool. I hate relying on somebody else, using somebody else's computer. I love using my own stuff, and then when it works, it's just really cool when you get it working. So all in all, RustDesk is really cool, and I learned a lot of valuable lessons trying to set it up. As you can see from my shirt, it's always DNS, and DNS does definitely matter. The keys on your RustDesk server have to match the key that you get from your server. It won't work without the correct relay config on your server also. And running it in that container, it's surprisingly lightweight. You don't need a whole lot of cores or RAM to run that server. And all in all, self-hosting feels really powerful. I love it. Like I said, you're using all your own hardware. You're in full control. And like I said earlier, I found out about RustDesk from Network Chuck. He has a really cool networking YouTube channel. So if you're a network nerd like me, check out his channel. I'll link it down below in the description. Also down below in the description, I have my Discord link if you guys want to join my Discord, and Amazon affiliate links. If you see anything in my videos that you guys want to buy, I'd really appreciate it if you went down below and clicked on one of those Amazon affiliate links. It helps me out. Doesn't cost you guys anything extra. But that's all I have for you guys today. I'm Adam, and I'll see you guys on the next one.